Hi everyone, I'm Phoebe, President of the Students' Union, and today I'm here with Becky Huxley Binns, who is Pro Vice Chancellor Education. So, Becky, can you tell me and students a little bit about what's going on with No Detriment and the work that's going on?
Yes, thank you, Phoebe, and thank you for making this opportunity to chat with you. We fully appreciate the situation that everybody is under and the challenges that our students are facing. So the first thing to say is for continuing students who were here last year, the no detriment approach that we took in respect of their marks from trimester 2 and trimester 3, if applicable, will continue to apply when they come to get their grade classification in the summer if they're finalists. But we are keeping an eye on this because we've gone into lockdown again. And this is presenting additional challenges. So we've worked through last week, we're working through this week just to make sure we've got everything in the right place. And we're going to update students with the no detriment approach no later than this coming Friday, which is the 15th of January.
That's brilliant. And obviously, it is a really complicated situation, and there are lots of people interested in higher education. So how is it that you go about kind of balancing that out?
At the forefront of my mind all the time is I want students who are going through these incredible challenges to be able to progress and ultimately to be able to graduate successfully with a qualification that they know has integrity and has respect and is credible for the rest of their careers. But I also want to be able to reflect in our no detriment approach the challenges that everybody has faced. So it's balancing those two things. And we've got government bodies and regulatory bodies interested in this. So we're just going to make sure that students don't end up graduating and saying, is that what I'm worth? And I want to be able to say, yes, that is your true capacity, that's your true capability, and well done in the circumstances that you're in of doing so well.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, lockdown obviously has made challenges has made it even more challenging for students. And obviously, as well as that, you want them to be able to achieve their best,
Yes.
even with the challenges. So what assurances can you give to students right now that everything is being done to mitigate those challenges as much as possible?
Well, so far from the 1st of December, we introduced this new self-certification for the mitigating circumstances. So any student who's got caring responsibilities, if they're key workers, if they're experiencing IT issues while they're studying possibly from home, possibly wherever they are, IT issues, they've got childcare, they're homeschooling now, or they haven't got quiet, adequate, suitable study spaces. All we're saying is if you put in self-certifying and say mitigating circumstances, then we can support students on a one-to-one basis. And it may be an extension that's needed, or it may be a fresh assessment, but it gives us the chance to be able to work with students as individuals to say, what are your circumstances now and how can we help mitigate them? We've also looked at our late submission penalties. We want students to keep the momentum and get their assessments in with the support around them that they need. But if they do submit work late, then we've changed the rules and work will not fail simply because we have applied a late penalty to that work. And something we brought in during lockdown 1, and we're going to continue for the whole of this academic year. When we get to the module boards, we'll be reviewing what was the average mark. It's the mean, the median, and the range of the module for the previous 3 years. And if we think there's been a downturn, and the numbers will tell us, then we upscale. It's a horrible phrase, but we increase the marks for the whole cohort. And then we go into making the grade classification based on the no detriment approach that we'll be updating you about on Friday.
That makes a lot more sense, and I think that will hopefully offer some reassurance, because as we know, the no detriment approach actually isn't often applied for so many students. It actually doesn't end up being applied because students actually do better in most instances, but it's that peace of mind, isn't it? So hopefully the safety net can provide some of that peace of mind. And I think I would just like to say to students that I really encourage you to apply for extensions and MITCircs if you need that, because it is so much easier now to do that. And I'm sure you would say the same, Becky. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to students?
Yes, because they start assessment, many of them start timed assessments this week. And lockdown 3 presents a whole new set of challenges to everybody that I haven't got time to go into a lot of detail on, but about timed assessments particularly. We've had students get in touch. They're really concerned about the time limit for online assessments where they may have dodgy Wi-Fi, or they may be in a shared house and they can't guarantee not being interrupted. So for all timed assessments, except for those where our accrediting bodies have said no, what we've done is we've increased the time limit for the assessment to allow upload time of an extra 2 hours. Now, this is not saying to students, you've got a 4-hour exam when you're expecting a 2-hour exam and 30-minute upload. This is, you've got a 2-hour exam, but you've got 4 hours to upload it in the case that you are interrupted or Wi-Fi crashes or whatever it is. We don't want students to feel they need to spend more time on their exams. We're not adding to the burden here. What we're doing is making sure that they've got that peace of mind. We're trying to remove that anxiety. And just to emphasize, if students are entitled already to reasonable adjustments of extra time, they get the 2 hours upload extra time as well as their reasonable adjustment extra time.
Brilliant. That answered my final question there as well. So is there anything else you would like to say before we finish this video?
I want to wish all students the best of luck. And also, I want to thank the students that have been in touch with me, asking for information about the safety net and the no detriment approach. I have been replying to them saying, please bear with us. We are working it all through. We are putting things in place. But where the students have come and said 30 minutes upload time with my dodgy Wi-Fi isn't going to be enough, we're able to respond to that really, really quickly. So I'm really grateful. And they get in touch with you and then you phone me and we work it through. I really want students to let us know what they're facing so that we can help mitigate the challenges in front of them.
Absolutely. Because even though we are bound by lots of different things, I think what's really clear and what hopefully students can see is that we are absolutely trying to do the very best we possibly can for them. And I know that the university is doing their best as well. So please do keep getting in touch with us because it's really useful and there might be things that you pick up on that I haven't already picked up on as well. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to students, and I really hope this has been helpful. If you have any more questions, please just comment below and let us know or email either of us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.